Welcome. This is Brother Speak, the Brother Speak podcast. Yeah, I was looking at this interview Tanya Tko was doing with the Brazilian feminists, and I gotta say, I gotta laugh at it because it was hilarious. A lot of it. Um, there was some parts on here I thought was really funny, and I was just laughing, dying laughing because I'm like, some of the stuff they're trying to paint as encouraging sex tourism is just, it's like at this point you're trying to reach for something that really is not there. Now, for a lot of people that don't know, probably this started with Austin Holloman, I guess, with that whole interview with the girl in the, I don't know what it was, a hotel room or something like that, and he was asking these awkward, weirdo questions and making himself look like a real creepy person. I feel bad for the chick when I watched that video with her on Super Slide. I'm like, God damn, I want to rescue her from that place. So with that video and then all the other videos going on, yeah, it got this feminist involved. Stephanie Roberto got her involved, and so Austin apologized, and then he ran to Thailand. Now he's eating roaches and shit. I'm like, great. One woman said something, and now you ran to Thailand. You ran to Thailand like a bitch. Hilarious. But then, so now they did this interview with Tanya Tko. I mean, I know of her. I've seen a little bit of her stuff. Hates the manosphere, rightfully so in some aspects. But I was looking at the interview, and some of the things that they were trying to pull off is like, yeah, y'all not looking in a good light. And what you're trying to say is sex tourism. You're really reaching at some points. Some stuff they probably could have been way worse and really could have proved their point. But I think Tanya was trying to be very fair with this. She wasn't like going totally on their side and then wasn't totally on the Passport Bro side. She was trying to be, even though she has her own agenda with this, and you could tell it wasn't to really help these people prove their points, really to go after the Passport Bros and kind of dog their country at the same time, because it's kind of like, well, yeah, part of the problem that these passport bros are doing it because your country is kind of allowing some of this shit, and y'all not really doing anything to discourage it. So it's kind of like, but I was going, but so what I'm gonna do is kind of review it, a little bit of it. I'm not gonna review the whole thing. This thing 2 hours long, and I'm not gonna be here no 2 hours reviewing the shit. But there was just some of the stuff that I found that was hilarious. And it's just like, yeah, your movie is trash. If this is what you're trying to put out there, this is some trash shit. So let me put the fair use banner here. So we're going to share this right quick. So I want to review some of it. All right. So, back it up here a little bit.
And he was making the situation seems like it's easy to come to Brazil because all the women here are easy.
E aí tinha uma outra postagem, quando eu fui ver, que ele colocava uma menina respondendo que ela preferia ter um encontro na praia, e ele dizia, levem essa menina para o encontro, custa só 10 ou 20 dólares.
I'm sorry, because I get like, it's a lot of absurd things. Well, there's another video that he kind of interviewed the girls, and he asks her like, where do you want to have a date? And she answers, I want to go to the beach, whatever. Not with him, place that she likes. And he says to the guys, to the public, the passport, so take her to the beach. It's just $10 to get her, like.
Ele nem falou levem à praia, levem ela para um encontro. Ela usou date.
Take her to the date. It's just $10.
10 or 20.
10 or 20, like yes. Bringing the idea, and it's not like we are not talking about prostitution, the people that will sex work, but the thing is transforming the girl as a prostitute, but she never said, she never,
Okay, so number one, with listen to that particular video, that's not what he said, that she was a prostitute or nothing like that. Now you're fucking reaching. What he said, okay, you don't have to go take it on this expensive day. You can take it to the beach. It's $10. Where is this pushing that you pay $10, you're gonna get sex? That would be prostitution. I can see then you would have a case for that. I would understand that one. That if this is how you would, if they trying to explain where they're showing that these women are easy and you can buy them for $10, you're reaching. Just like some of them are reaching. If that's what you got from any of that, you're reaching. You're fucking reaching. You put more on that than even he was trying to put on it. Well, they gonna take. Oh my God, they're gonna think you can take them instead of going to a fancy restaurant and paying all these goo gobs of money. They're gonna think, hey, just take her to the beach. Y'all can relax in the sun and have fun, and you ain't got to do all that. Oh no! Wow, boy, really showing how they prostitutes. Good job. Wow. Wow, really showing them they hoes. What the blind fuck going on here? Again, him saying that, hey, instead of taking them to this nice nice dinner and all kinds of stuff, take it to the beach. That's no different what some dudes say over here. Now you ain't gotta take it to this nice restaurant, take it to the beach. Or take it to a coffee shop or something like that. Like, come on now. That's a little much. The way they trying to put it, like, oh, yeah, $10 get the vagina. $10. Come on in, get that $10, and you get vagina. That's not what he pushed on that. And listen, this is not be defending this guy or trying to be on his side of the game. I'm just more or less like, if that's what you're using against this guy, I don't see why he ran like a bitch. He should have stayed like, that's not what I was pushing. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But, let's continue some of this. This is reaching hard for this.
put herself in the situation.
Isso para mim foi muito grave. Eu comentei para ele falando: você está fazendo uma coisa super absurda e no Brasil nós temos leis. Nós temos mesmo leis, né, Helena, de assédio. A gente tem uma lei de defesa de defesa da mulher que é muito grande. Nós
Sim.
temos leis de inúmeras leis. Inclusive eu disse, a gente tem até delegacias da mulher. E aí os seguidores dele riram de mim e disseram: todas as brasileiras estão à venda. É isso mesmo.
So she said that it's wrong. Like she was commenting, answering the videos and on chat, saying, well, what you're doing, it's wrong, it's terrible. And here in Brazil, we also have laws concerning this, laws to protect women, laws to protect the women against violence, laws against the sex tourism and things like this. So
delegacia, é importante falar da delegacia.
the station against the women violence, police station to against the women violence. And his crowd, like the people that were commenting on the chat, they were laughing at, making fun of it, like, nah, this is ridiculous. All the women in Brazil are prostitutes. The women in Brazil, the women in the South.
It is a sale.
Are for sale. The women there are for sale.
So,
like,
so I have a question. I have a question. You said that it's typical for a woman in Brazil to have intercourse after the first date. You said that
yeah, typical.
Pera, eu posso explicar. No Brasil a gente tem uma
So they even said that it's typical for a woman to at the first date to have sex with a man. So what did he say that was wrong? If that's how they roll, that now again, that's not making it seem like they easy. It's just like first date. Yeah, they'll have sex with you after the first date. It's not on like now. To be fair, the women here in America, first date, yeah, you can get in, depending. It just depends. And I'm pretty sure over there it's the same thing. It just depends. They like you. First date, hey, it is what it is. You know, so where's the exploitation? I'm trying to understand. Now they get mad at what some goofy ass dude said in his chat. May I reiterate? You can't control what's in a chat room. You can't control what goofy dudes say in a chat. You can't control what else. There's goofy dudes in Tanya's chat. Goofy chicks in there. You can't control what people say in that chat. That's chat room. A lot of times, chat rooms, unless you really are micromanaging and going in there blocking, but if you were a big platform, I'm not saying that Austin is in the same league as Tanya. You ain't got time to be trying to check every motherfucker in that fucking chat room. It's almost impossible. Now, me, I got only 72 subscribers. That's real easy for me to check. If I don't like what you saying, bye, bitch. But again, when you getting in a high numbers and that chat room is just going, yeah, good luck trying to monitor that chat like that. And then again, you're punishing him for what people say in his chat. For what? That's not what he was even saying. That's not even implied from the video. From what I saw, that's not what he was implying. Y'all adding so what was actually said. Take it to the beach, $10, or going out on a date, like at dinner, restaurant. Some people like going to the beach. Some people go to a restaurant. Depends on the girl. And again, I'm not trying to defend this guy. I'm just like, I'm looking at this video, like this part of it, and like, what are we doing here? You're pushing something that was not there, and you're pushing it. I'm starting to think in some aspects that there is a agenda of going after black men, particularly certain black men. I'm not gonna say it's like all black men, but certain black men. Like when certain black men move, there's people going against them. But to be fair, some of that shit they bring on themselves. So I'm not saying that some of it is not justified. They bring in some of the shit like the passport bros always comparing American women and talking about how terrible these American women are and how these women. I'm like, dude, the best way you can do that is just to show me. Just show me, homie. I will say one thing. Austin Arman makes traveling not fun. I'm sorry. Y'all make some of these passport bros looking at their channels. Some of them. Unfortunately, you make traveling so unfun. I wouldn't want to travel out the United States at all. I wouldn't want to. You make it so unfun. Like, why would I? I'm like, I gotta watch out for being poisoned. I gotta watch out for being robbed. I gotta watch out for ending up waking up naked outside my fucking hotel room. I gotta worry about these people scamming me out of my money. I'm like, I could worry about that here in the United States. Why won't I go over there for that? That's why I'm like, come on, dude. Y'all doing too much. You're not giving people the real warnings that they need to go to these different countries. However, I don't like the other way around where these people are scaring these people to the point of, oh, they're going to treat you like this. No, it's relative to the person. If you have your wits about you, you act right, you're not going to have all these no more problems than you would have anywhere. You just have to know how to act right. Probably learn the language, learn how the people move. You do that, you be all right. But if you're going over there in this delusional state and thinking that you running from American women, you running from black women and white women, whatever you running from over here, and you're gonna run over there, yeah, you're gonna run into a whole mess of problems. Just like anything else. But these dudes are predatory. Yes, there's some dudes are predatory, but guess what? They ain't the majority of people. So I'm kind of like, I don't like it's like the land of extremes with people. Yes, I don't like the whole these women are better than the other one, but I'm not on these. All these dudes are fucking pedos and fucking want to abuse women type shit. That shit I'm not with either. That these feminists are trying to pull. And look, see, it's these BM. They do all this shit. Okay, yeah. So the white dudes over there, so their own men are doing that over there, and but we all of a sudden passport bros. Oh, we got to go against these motherfuckers. Now again, like I said, these passport bros bring it on themselves instead of actually going over there and living. No, they want to. These women are so much better. Why are you worried? If it was me, if I was a passport bro, I would not give a flying fuck about these American women. I would not care. I would not care what happens to them. Whatever happens, happens, Captain. That's their problem. Just like I'd be like with some of these black women talking. I don't care what happens to them. Some I don't give a shit. Life happens. They fucking they these men ain't shit. Okay, whatever happened to you, sis. Ain't my problem. Hey, you tell me fuck black men, I'm cool. So whatever happens to you happens. We need to defend these women. Nope, I ain't defending shit. Let them die off. That's my motto. But anyway, back to the show.
Uma comunidade muito grande de religiosos, por exemplo. A gente tem muitas pessoas que são evangélicas, que são católicas, e que são pessoas que levam para uma cultura mais conservadora. Isso existe no Brasil. Mas também existem mulheres falando sobre seus corpos e sobre sua liberdade. E a gente tem uma cultura com o corpo, com a sensualidade e até com a sexualidade que talvez sejam diferentes mesmo. A gente tem, por exemplo, camisinha sendo dada no metrô pelo governo, gratuitamente. A gente fala muito sobre sexo e tenta falar sobre sexo de uma forma informativa, inclusive. E não é um problema na nossa cultura uma mulher fazer sexo, sabe? Tem pessoas que são super conservadoras, o nosso ex-presidente era super conservador, e isso seria um problema. Mas, de um geral...
Well, hold on. You're saying a lot, so let's get that part translated first so we can know what we're talking about.
Yeah. I will talk like, right. The thing is, we have a lot of conservatives in Brazil. We have a lot of religious people, especially in the inner country of the inner country of state we have. But also, especially in the big cities, we have a kind of tradition to discuss about sexuality. So it's not something new. We have been talking about sexuality, the woman's sexuality, the thing like for decades. So women, not just the feminists, but women in large cities, they are nowadays, the last like year, something like this, they are taking more opportunity of the idea that they own their own bodies, their own sexuality, and they are discussing about this. Like the thing is, in Brazil, especially the major cities, we are not afraid to talk about our sexuality in a health public service. It's not just about craziness. No,
Mas é importante falar sobre a coisa também do preservativo.
Eu estava introduzindo para falar nisso, né? Because sexuality is a health service problem, and for example, there are a lot of condoms that is shared, because we are discussing about ISTs here in Brazil.
Oh, okay. When you say shared, you don't mean used by more than one person. You mean passed out.
No. Done like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, ew. Okay. I just want to pause it. Wait, where the used condom came on?
Come on, no.
Sorry, no, I've heard many things. There are people who are turning them inside out and using them a second time.
No.
So, okay.
Distributed. You have free condoms gave by the government to avoid people get ISTs. So discussing about sexuality in Brazil is something important because it's a health question. It's
right, but the question was, so, and Helena, you're a Brazilian woman. Is it customary for Brazilian women to have intercourse after the first date?
Well, I think what is customary is that we have a choice, a real choice, not
Hey, you see, she ran from that question. She ducked that question like, yeah, I'm not about to answer that one. Because she know the answer is yes. Answer is yes. Yes. Yes, after the first date, yes, they fucking. I'm like, so what's the problem? If they are what they are. That now again, does that make them easy? No. Because again, it's just like here. There are women here in the United States will fuck after the first date. Sometimes you don't even gotta have a date. It depends on the woman, depends on the guy. Hell, uh, how I lost my virginity. I didn't have a date with the woman I lost my virginity to. Dude, I just traveled all the way to Kingsville, and first night came in, we watched The Sopranos, and then in the room we banging. We didn't have no date. But then there's other women that didn't happen. There was the woman I lost my virginity to didn't have a dater to get in. A few women after that, my ex-wife included, yeah, I had to go on a date. The woman after that, my ex-wife, didn't have to go on a date. We met up, we got into it. It's really dependent on who the woman is, who the man is. There's a lot of factors in a lot of that. But does that make women easy? No. Because if these women were that easy, dude, you wouldn't have these men complaining. You wouldn't have a sector of dudes complaining all the time. It really just depending on the guy, depending on the woman. I'm sure that's there. The only difference between here, probably there, from what I'm gathering from what they're saying, they're a lot more open with it. We here in the United States put so much emphasis. We put an over emphasis on sex. Like it's like the be all and end all, and in their eyes, it's not. It's just a natural thing, from what I'm gathering from what they're saying. Especially black folks, we put way too much emphasis on it, from the men and the women. But that's coming from our religious background. You know, we follow the Bible. Well, we pretend to follow the Bible. Let's be clear. We pretend. A lot of us, like, because if we really following the Bible, we wouldn't have this out of wedlock birth rate that we having right now. A lot of us ain't following that damn Bible. And that's why, like, when we have these conversations about child support, who's responsible for sex, I'm like, and they try to put a morality piece into it. I'm like, y'all need to stop, because a lot of y'all ain't even following the Bible that y'all talking about. A lot of y'all don't even follow, because if you want to go the morality route, a lot of y'all would be already failing. That's why let's keep that morality stuff. Take that somewhere else. I'm not the one. I tell you right now, I don't follow that morality piece. Whatever you agree with that woman as a man, or a woman you agree with the man, it is what it is. I have no say either way. Nobody should have any say, but you and whoever you dealing with. If you want to have sex the first night, y'all meet. It is what it is. First date, second date, 3 dates. Wait till you married. Have a commitment. Hey, whatever floats your boat. There ain't no way for me to judge, and nobody should judge. But we have too many people that judge. A lot of times because either they want to do it, but they would feel ashamed that they did, or they did it and it wasn't a good experience. Now they want to poo-poo on everybody's experience. I'm like, speak for yourself. Just because it didn't work out for you, that don't mean it gonna work out. It won't work out for anybody else. Let other people figure that shit out. But let me continue with this.
Pattern choice or something that we only have to execute, like the social morality says to us. So I think we really have, well, not everybody, it's different for different social classes, but many of us have a real choice. So if I like a man, if I am turned on by him, maybe I decide to go with him. But it's not about his strategy. It's not about. It's my choice. I think it's a very. We have to consider the singularity of this manner. So it's not because that girl in the video said that, okay, I would go now, that's the Brazilian way. No, I think we have to put the singularity in this manner. And I think that what is customary more and more is that we have the choice.
E eu acho que é importante a gente.
Conscious, I have no idea why they mad. I don't understand. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, wait a second. So if they have the choice to go with a man, they find him attractive. She said, first date, let's go. After the first date, she wants to go back and ride his penis, or let him eat her out. Well, what's the problem? If the woman said, "Yeah, I'll do that," how is that exploiting her? If he asked the question, she asked the question, and this lady is saying, "Hey, we have the choice to do that. Where's the exploitation? Why are you mad? Why are you mad at this exchange? If you're saying that there are women who will do that, and he's saying, yeah, come get your passport. We got women that here that would do that. Why are you mad now? Why are you upset? Why are you why? Yeah, I agree with you, Conscious. I don't know why they're mad. I don't get it. Now I have a theory, but I'll bring it in a minute. I have a theory on that. So let's continue.
Pensar que é uma questão de escolha, que a gente cada vez mais fala sobre isso em revistas, em programas de TV. As mulheres famosas brasileiras falam dessa questão da escolha, da sexualidade, da masturbação, inclusive de uma forma supernatural. Aqui no Brasil a gente entende como uma coisa natural, que a gente deveria falar com naturalidade. Ele está colocando numa posição quase como se o sexo também fosse uma coisa, sabe, surreal e absurda, a ponto de parecer que para ele uma mulher fazer uma escolha sexual e ter a sua sexualidade livre é chocante, sabe?
Okay.
We talk a lot about sexuality in TVs, in magazines. We talk about masturbation. We talk about pleasure, the parts of the body. So we have been talking about sexuality a long time. The idea of choice, that woman can choose, etc. So it's also absurd that, as she said, that for these guys, for these passport bros, etc., they think that this is wrong. The idea that the women can choose, can want, desire something and say that want or don't want, it's absurd for them. Like the idea that women make choices. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's something about, well, she is really in the position of an object. So it's not about choice. It's about, oh, here in Brazil, that's the way it is. because they have trouble seeing the person that's talking to them. They are not seeing the person. They are seeing like it was a product, and wow, Brazilian product has this characteristics.
Well, you know what? I'm going to show you all something right now, right? This is a video, right? So this is a video of a guy who went to Brazil and he
Yeah, I didn't get that part either, Conscious. All right, let me try to translate that. They're saying that what Holloman is saying, that these women, they have choice. Yeah, like, okay, what they're trying to say, oh, Lord, that now I do agree that some of these passport pros do be doing that, where they're saying, well, these women are so wholesome and they're traditional, and they're showing these women that they're not as traditional as they say they are, as these passport pros were saying they are. That's why people like Ty, Ramil, and even when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, you saying that these women are traditional and all that, but they're not traditional. There's women who, yeah, they'll F on the first date. Yeah, 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 they're not looking to have a relationship like that with you like that. There are traditional women who are like that, but there's women that are not. So that's what he was putting out there, that okay, well, these women are not traditional. Come get your passport so you ain't got to do all that. Meanwhile, proving that these women are just like the American women. They're trying to smash, and that's it. Come on now, guys. Yes, they're trying to smash. The women want to smash. She sees a guy that they like. They want to smash. Okay, these dudes want to smash. What's the problem? Where's the exploitation here? Where's the if this is your idea of exploitation, you got problems. He's saying, hey, would you bang on the after the date, the first date? She's saying yes. You're up there saying they have a choice. Where's the problem? Where's the exploitation? Where are they where are they exploiting these women? Because if you're telling me they're exploiting them, I'm like, okay, how? Where's the exploitation? If he's asking that these women will do that, you're saying that the women will do that. Where's the exploitation? They're reaching. But here's what I think my theory is. And I'm gonna let this video run about this guy that they were reviewing. And I'm gonna tell you my theory on what I think why they such an uproar.
got lucky and he decided he was never going to come back to the United States again because of how well he was treated by the Brazilian women. So here, let me play a little bit of this for you. Yeah, Stephanie's face. He said he tripped on a chair. So here's another video here.
One more thing. A lot of stuff you deal with in the States, you don't deal with that here. You don't. Like, women are they're more reasonable, as I was saying. So come to Brazil and have a good time.
It's lambda, and
All right. So here, so this is what it started as. So what's the problem with what he's doing right there? He's saying the women here are nice. I tripped, I made a mistake, and they were still nice to me. What's the matter with this?
Eu acho que já começa pela comparação, sabe? Que já me incomodava também nos vídeos do Alston. Toda hora ele fica comparando mulheres brasileiras com mulheres americanas e, no fundo, ele não respeita nenhuma dessas mulheres.
É importante você estar falando, porque eu acho que tem que traduzir tudo. The first thing that bothers her is the idea of comparison. So he's all the time comparing like a Brazilian woman, American woman, whatever woman. So the idea.
All right. Well, first, like, he's not comparing all of them. He's comparing his experience with the American women versus the Brazilian women he was dealing with. Now, yes, I agree. He only been there for 72 hours, 3 days. That's not a real gauge on how one set of women versus another set of women. That is way too soon. You have to be there at least, in my opinion, maybe a few months, maybe half a year, and you actually living there. Not no, I come here a week or two, once a year, maybe twice a year, something like that. There's no way you can compare American women versus a Brazilian women. And it's also depending on where you're going. If you're going certain places, there's no way you really could compare. Now, I don't have a problem with what this guy is doing. He's comparing his experience. He's saying his experience with American women versus his experience with Brazilian women. That's no different than what these divestors do when they talk about their experience with black men versus their experience with white men. There's no difference. They're comparing men. They don't have a problem with that. But oh my God, comparing women, oh my God, that's a sin. Now, if dude was saying all these American women trash, they hoish and all kinds of crazy shit, if he was saying shit like that, and then they say these women are so wholesome, they're angels. Yes, I can see their argument, but that's not what he was doing. He wasn't disrespecting these women. Yeah, he compared his experience with American women with his experience with the Brazilian women, and he is saying that it was night and day. He tripped over something, and the women were nice about it. They didn't try to clown him. They didn't try to make fun of him. They accepted it. And even then, that is relative to the person who you're around. I've had some American women, I tripped those stuff. They wouldn't try to clown. They were like, "Well, you okay? You okay? You all right?" And well, some of them might be giggling, and I laugh it off, like nothing like that. It's really relative to who you're around, what the situation is. Everything is situational. It's like you can't compare. But I don't see where these people have a problem with what this dude is doing. There are way worse videos that I've heard about, listened to. They are way worse than this one. So if they're using this video as a oh man, they disrespecting the Brazilian women, y'all, all these people are fucking retarded. This chick retarded, he retarded, she retarded. The only person who seemed to be sane is Tanya. These three, this is supposed to be the psychiatrist, but she's taking this and making it seem like he's disrespecting women. Something wrong here. These people retarded. All three, these three here. Tanya seemed to have some sense. She's like, wait a second, what's the problem with this? What's the problem?
idea of comparison sounds like he's bringing a point about the respect or the admiration, but the thing is, he doesn't respect any woman, even in America and even in Brazil, and this is something that's terrible. That's
Okay. Now, conscious, maybe you hear where in any of that video, did he disrespected the women? He did you get from any of that video that he was disrespecting any of these women, both the American women and the Brazilian women? I ask you because I'm looking at like where the disrespect came from. Maybe you can answer that, conscious, if you still here. Because I'm trying to figure that one out. Where was the disrespect at? Now, if he would have said, these American women trash, they vagina stink, and they have babies everywhere, and but the Brazilian women, they yeah. This is about how they felt about him. Seems like that he was telling his story. Yeah. Oh, I got you're kind of close to my theory on why they really triggered, but I'm gonna say that till after we finish talking about him.
it's important to say.
So what makes
Pra
you
mim é-
feel he doesn't respect because he's giving praise?
O que você acha que ele não respeita?
Não,
nesses momentos?
É que são, assim, é muito nítido para mim que todos esses homens que estão criando esses conteúdos, estão falando sobre mulheres brasileiras, porto-riquenhas, tailandesas, colombianas, Filipinas, eles objetificam mulheres e eles categorizam mulheres, como se eles estivessem indo no supermercado e escolhendo, eu gosto mais desse suco, mas tem aquele outro ali, será que eu não pego aquele um pouquinho? Ele tá um pouco mais barato. É como se fosse isso para eles.
The thing is, they objectify women. They treat them as a an object. So, this object is nicer than this one. I want this now, and this is more easier now. Another one, it's difficult, but it's chilly. So that's the idea. That the way that they.
But the problem is people do that all the time. That's nothing new. You do that. Well, this woman treated me nicer than this woman. These people treat me nicer than these people. We do that. That's called human beings. They do that. These women treat me better than these women, so I'll just date these women. That's nothing new. If that's the case, don't go on no dating site. Don't be going on YouTube. This is what people do. And this dude saying, okay, these women didn't treat me right. These women are, so I'll just stay over here. I don't see the problem with that. If that's what and if this is what you call disrespect, well, there's a whole bunch of people disrespecting people online and in real life. That's no different than you saying, hey, my ex treat me like shit over here. I got with this woman, she treat me better. Well, if that's the case, you disrespecting your ex at that point. That's not no disrespect. Now, if he was saying, well, these women are just horrible people and they treat men like shit, but these women treat us like kings. Okay, I can see a problem with that because women are women, and they'll treat whoever a king and a peasant. It depends on how much they like a person. I've had women like at my job, they treat me cool. Some dudes, they had ran their pockets for a lot of money. I never had one of them try to do that with me. Well, I'll take that back. I had one try to do that. And I'm like, ain't that kind of party over here. And she eventually stopped because you're like, nah, I ain't getting I ain't getting nothing from this guy. I'm like, no. And this is coming from a guy who do trick. But the difference is like if you come straight and tell me this is what you want and something like that, give me the option saying yes or no. Don't pretend to be wanting a relationship. And I won't pretend to be wanting a relationship with you when I just want something else from you. But these are the games that these people play. And it seemed like a lot of these feminists want to be able to diss men, but then they don't want to be dissed. They want to be able to go compare men, and these different men, but the men can't do the same. Well, yeah, all men. I'll put it this way. You can't have it both ways, sis. And dude over here, this goofy over here. Oh, this guy here. Jesus. But you can't have it both ways where you could compare different men because they were comparing the hell out of black men and white men. You can do that, but the women, you can't compare the women. It's like, no, that's not how life goes. That's not how life goes. You can't tell somebody they can't compare people and put it online. And this wasn't even no disrespect. He's just saying how these women treat me as opposed to how these women treat me. I don't see the fucking problem. If that's a problem for you, I suggest you get off the internet because you're going to be solely disappointed. But let's continue.
Made the comparison, puts the women as an object. So we have the object in Brazil, we have the object in States, we have the object in Colombia, and they do this with all the countries that they are going through and traveling through.
E isso é tão nítido que para eles é uma questão de exercício de poder. Então, eles vêm para os nossos países latinos com a ideia também de que o valor do dinheiro que eles têm nos Estados Unidos, aqui ele é muito maior. Então, é isso que dá para eles o exercício do poder. E eles se sentem nessa posição de poder. E eles vão deixando um lastro de destruição afetivo, porque essas mulheres também se apaixonam, familiar, porque a gente não sabe até que ponto. Já tem histórias aqui no Brasil de homens que estão deixando filhos.
Já falou bastante. The thing is, this is something about power. The idea that these men can go to countries that they think or understand that these women are poor or in a worse condition than them, and they can exercise this power. And there's
to get that comment. Somebody said in the comment, they took what that man said way out of context. That man was not comparing like their objects. He was saying how these women treated me as opposed to how these women treated me. That was not objectifying women. I mean, shit, if you want to objectify women, shit, it's yeah. There are a lot of channels who do way worse than what this guy did. This guy literally said, these women treat me better over here than these women, so let me go over here. Hey guys, come over here. These women treat you better. That's not objectifying women. What kind of planet this is? That's like y'all took what this man said way out of context and reaching. If this is what you're trying to pull and saying that these passport bros need to be getting the fuck out of the country, something wrong with y'all. These three. Tanya, all right. Tanya out here, she's trying to be as fair and balanced as possible. These three on some delusional world. They on La La Land. Especially if you're trying to paint that this dude's trying to gain power over the women. Where is this happening? Where in any of that statement that this dude is trying to get power over these women, trying to control these women, trying to objectify these women, put them on a pedestal or nothing like that. He's saying these women, you tripped and fell. Shit like that. That's not even corny. To me, that's not corny. You tripped, you fell, stuff happens. And they were like, hey, they weren't trying to clown them or nothing like that. That's not, I don't see where the problem is. Where, yeah, shoot, that's in America. People will clown you. You trip and fall. People will laugh at your face and record it and put it on TikTok, put it on Instagram. They will do that shit. But if this is your problem with the passport bros. Yeah, but like I said, I think there's a reason for this. And it has nothing to do with the exploitation. It's nothing to do with this sex trafficking. That's a whole different subject.
There's also something about the currency. For example, $1 today is R$ 5. So here in Brazil, if you have like 1,000, it's 5,000 in Brazil. So they think that they can exercise this power because they think that they kind of have money. Most of them not, but they have more money here, and they are making this, and also let's a big tail of destruction, affective destruction. Sons, some of them are pregnant the women and makes babies around these countries, like around the city.
So they're impregnating them?
Yeah, impregnating them. And also the exposition, because of these videos, these photos, the way that they are showing the women, as we saw in Brazil, also,
Yeah, Tanya's scratching her head like, what the pictures? Did we forget about a carnival? Did we forget about the BBLs? The BBLs is named after your own country. I think that's a bigger problem than some of these passport bros. You got a surgical procedure named after you. Your Brazilian butt lift. That is named after your country. I think you got bigger problems than this guy who's comparing how his treatment from these women as compared to these other women. I think you got a bigger problem there that you might want to explore. Why is there a procedure named the Brazilian butt lift? If that's not objectifying your women, I don't know what to tell you. Women are literally dying to have bodies, the behinds, like your women over there in Brazil. You may want to address that problem. You may want to address that. Then this guy who's literally just saying, hey, these women treat me better. I feel safer here. And I'm like, where the shade? Now, if he was saying these, again, if they were saying that these women vagina stank or something like that, okay, yeah, that's some fucking shade. That's some dumb shit. I'm not in support of dudes doing shit like that. Go live your life in this other country. If these women treating you better, go. Hey, if these you feel like this country treats you better than the other country, by all means, move over there, live your life. I am not against that shit. I've never been against that. I am not one of these like these pro-blacks who want to have all these black men stay over here because it's going to affect our community. Really, bro? A few hundred black men leaving the fucking community that don't want to fucking be there, who you don't even want there, is going to affect your fucking community. Get the flying fuck up out of here. I never understood that premise. Personally. They don't want to be there. Y'all don't want them there. They want to leave. Why are you tripping? Now, I can understand they up there dissing black women, comparing, putting these other women on the pedestal. I'm against that. That's fucking stupid. Completely stupid. Because what you're doing is selling that these women are better when really they're not. And that video that Austin did that they first went with proves that these women are not better than the American women they talk about. The fact that you got a feminist up here ran Austin up out of the fucking country should let you know that these women are not better than the American women that they're trying to portray. That proves that right off the bat. However, just saying that these women treat me better than these women over here is not objectifying them. It's not disrespecting them. These people are reaching because, and they don't, because like I said, there is a reason why they going so hard on these passport pros.
It's a tale of
Okay.
destruction.
A gente, só explicando essa história de gravidez, eles procuram também americanos que moram no Brasil. Então, um amigo meu que é americano, e acho que é importante dizer isso, a gente tem amigos americanos, e eles estão super preocupados com isso, porque eles moram no Brasil e respeitam nossa cultura. Um deles disse que um desses caras já tem uma mulher grávida dele em Salvador. Então, é totalmente irresponsável.
Well, the thing is, we have some American friends living in Brazil, people that are right, they respect our country, really interesting. And they are worried too, because these guys is come here, they try to get into the American community here in Brazil, but the American community kind of, okay, no, like they understand that they are not cool people, and they are impregnating the girls here. Like there's this friend of us told about the story in Salvador, the city that Alston was actually.
Mas não é o Austin.
Another guy, it's not him, but another guy went there, the same thing, passport bros, etc., and impregnated the girl and let her, just flew to
Hey, but that's no different than what the military people were doing. Oops, I pushed it back. What was I? God damn it.
Voices. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's something about, well, she is really in the position of an object. So it's not about
Women here are nice. I
E eles se sentem nessa posição de
To another country. So that's well.
Wow. So you know what, Helena, let's jump over to you as a psychologist. What is your take on what may be going on? Why do you think this is happening like this? Oh, we can't hear you.
sorry, I muted so it doesn't give echo. But I was listening to Stephanie, and I was thinking of about this pregnant girl, and I am thinking about we dealing with sexism in our culture and our country. We already are dealing with it, and sometimes I'm not saying that it is all the time, but sometimes the experiencing with a Korean guy, maybe it brings like a fantasy that he is the prince charm, because
Oh, the echo. Okay, but again, now that's their fantasy. But who created that fantasy? Was it the passport bro or the woman themselves? They got that fantasy about the Americans. And who put that? That's your culture did that to them. That wasn't the Americans did that. Y'all bought into the Kool-Aid. That's y'all. Don't be putting that on the passport, bro. That and talking about, well, they pumping and dumping. Yeah, so were the military men doing that. Um, and last time I checked, so your men do that. Y'all have a high baby mama rate, which we were trying to. They were trying to tell the passport pros. Wait a second, they have baby mamas over there too. If them men are leaving them baby mamas, what are you thinking they better? Come on, though. You're doing too much. But again, if you want to talk about the women are doing that to themselves. That's not the passport bros coming over there. They come over there with their money. These women thinking they have a better life, but that's not the passport bros' fault. That's that country. So if y'all really want to fix a lot of this passport bro problem, you might want to fix the whole thing that hey, these men, that fantasy that y'all need to break these women out of. Maybe they wouldn't have that if your country, some of your parts of your country wouldn't be fucking poor. That's a country problem, not a passport bro problem. People wouldn't be able to exploit it, just like people tend to do, if your country wasn't poor. That sound like a your country problem. That sound like something you should be fixing over there instead of crying about some goofy ass dudes, you know, and reaching on some of these dudes. Oh, they leaving. Yeah, yeah, like There ain't no mixed kids over there. There ain't none of that shit going on. Yeah, you might want to fix the fact that most of your country poor, and these women ain't got a choice in some of this shit. And some of those women, again, are being led to do that by their own men. So you're getting mad at the passport bros, but your own men are actually exploiting the women. But you mad at the passport bros. Because if it ain't the passport bro, these passport bros, it's gonna be other passport bros. They won't be called passport bros, but the same problem. It's just like I've been saying about the fucking some of these people crying about the manosphere. The manosphere wouldn't exist if the environment wasn't the way it is. So instead of crying about the manosphere every 24/7, 365, maybe do something about that environment. Maybe actually get involved in these boys' lives so they don't become like these manosphere guys. Maybe y'all do that. That might help, but no, we're gonna complain about these dudes going over there, making babies over there like they ain't doing that, and dudes who don't even associate with the manosphere making babies over here too. We don't talk about that, but we're gonna talk about these dudes going over there. They're ruining the community over there. Like, nah, that community was ruined before they got there. They didn't make it better. I'll give you that. But they certainly wasn't the one that ruined it. Always been dudes doing that shit. Now y'all crying about it because, and I'm gonna tell you why. It is not because they have an issue with these dudes, with guys going over there having sex with these women, and women choosing to have sex on the first date with these guys. What really the problem is that it's these guys, not just black men, but these dudes who seem like they nerdy and who goofy, who are corny. And those guys are able to get these type of women, or appear to be. Some are successful, some are not. And they don't have to be these Don Juans. They don't have to change stuff about them, overall change. That's what that guy was trying to point out. I can be myself and get beautiful women. Now, again, there is a delusional part because it really depends on who you are internally and who that woman is. There's more to it than that, but yes, what they're showing is no, I don't have to be a flashy dude. I don't have to go around with all this swag. I could just be my normal self and I can still get the type of woman that I want. That's what they're showing. These women don't like that because they're showing that they'll let goofies, they let these corny dudes from America deal with us, and nobody wants that image. They don't want that image going around. And the black women don't want that image going around because they're kind of going to be proving them right. That the black women and American women, all they care about is swag and money as opposed to the person that they are. Now, there's a lot of layers to that. And everything, again, is situational. I don't like calling dudes corny unless it's just very obvious. But some of these people call guys corny, and they not corny at all. They're corny to them because they think that's lame. They think this is corny. They think that is corny. They think it's lame because they're not interested in it. Hell, for a time they thought anime was corny and lame. They thought comic books, guys being in comic books, was corny and lame. And look now, every other woman is dressing as a superhero or a comic book character or an anime character. Hell, you got Meg Thee Stallion, who's a big anime fan. When about maybe 5-10 years ago, black women would be calling that corny and lame. Again, what the issue is, a lot of these women see these dudes as corny and lame, and they're going over there and appearing. I'm saying appearing. I'm not saying they are or not, but they are getting the type of women they want, and it makes them look like, yeah, it's y'all causing the problem. And some of these pro-blacks and these black male feminists don't like that either, because it puts a bad light on American women, black American women. That's part of it. I'm not saying that's the totality, but that's part of the reason. They don't want these Brazilian women to look like they get with lames and goofies. Because if you look at that video, let me go back to that video. Going back here. Let me go back to that video.
And have a good time.
It's lambda.
I like the fact that dude calling him lame, and you in this shirt and your hair ain't combed, you look like crap, and you calling that dude a lame. And these are certain people who will call people lame, and you look at them, they're like, dude, you have no room to talk. You got literally no room to talk, bro. You calling somebody lame and they ain't lame. But you're not even showing that you're not lame. Because the same you can say about him, I can say about you. Come on, dog. This ain't. He said this dude calling somebody lame, bro. You in a fucking robe. Your hair look like it ain't being combed. Your beard don't look combed. Come on, dog. I'm sorry. Try again. Wrong person. And you see some of the people in the chat, they like calling this dude corny and goofy. And I'm like, how? Whew. Just appearance? What? And like I said, some people be calling people corny and lame when there's really no excuse because they wouldn't date him, and they don't have no excuse as to why they wouldn't date him or wouldn't be seen with him. Oh, he's corny. Oh, he's goofy. Oh, he lame. I'm like, why? What did he do in any of that video to even suggest that? But that's what it is. And these women don't want any of these goofies. They don't want it to appear. And that's also the same here in America. From, when they talk about catcalling and stuff like that, the sexual harassment part, a lot of that is they don't want the goofies, the lames, the guys who these women don't find attractive to be talking to them. That's what they really want. And the reality of it is, you can't stop people from talking to you. You can't really stop somebody from talking to you. Now, you can stop them from being disrespectful, but you can't stop somebody who you might think is lame, who might think is attractive. Not attractive, to not talk to you. You can't do shit like that. But that's what some of these women want to do. Can't do shit like that. Because then you're doing what you saying these men have been doing to you. You're trying to oppress people. You can't oppress people. Because even Tanya, like, well, wait a second, this dude didn't disrespect you. He was praising y'all. What's the problem? The problem is him. The problem is him. It ain't got nothing to do with the exploitation and all that stuff. It's him. If it was a group of rich dudes, we wouldn't even have this conversation. Famous dudes, we wouldn't even have this conversation. What it is these goofy dudes, these who they consider lame, nerdy, all kinds of whatever you want to call corny. They are getting access to these women, and they don't like that. But unfortunately, a lot of those dudes have the money. Even if you think it's pocket change, they still got money to come over there. Because listen, going to Brazil is not cheap. Traveling the country is not cheap like that. And a lot of attractive dudes are not going to all these different countries to meet all these different women. Why they need to do that? They don't need that. They got the women here. Attractive men ain't got to go to all these different countries to go get women. They can go there just for fun, but they ain't going there to meet women like that. Don't have to. They got all the women here. And I can go to the mall in Houston. Some bad women from different countries. Go to the Galleria area. You can go to I went to this Ethiopian restaurant. Bad African women over there. Bad. You can find all those women here. They all here, especially you in the big city like Houston, New York, Los Angeles, something like that. Las Vegas, you'll find them here. Now, again, that's not me saying don't go over to travel. But like I said, that's what they have a problem with. Him and guys like him. And then it makes it worse because they going up there talking about how these women, you can spend money. Now, again, promoting this prostitution shit. Yeah, I can see that might be a problem. You don't want these dudes out there doing that. But yeah, I can get this woman. There's just certain dudes they don't want going over there. But the thing of it is, you can't control that. If they got the money, they got the right to go over there. And if the women are down with those dudes, even if you think they're corny and lame, then guess what? They're gonna get with them. There's nothing you can do to stop that. And if those dudes get exploited, oh well, sucks to be them. That's life. Or the women get exploited, sucks to be them. That's life. That's their countrymen supposed to be protecting them. No, I don't see no Brazilian man coming around talking about this. The only people saying something is this woman, who's an extreme feminist, this dude, that's her pet, this chick. That's it. You don't see the Brazilian government coming in, stepping in, getting these people up out of here. No, none of them did anything. Because again, if prostitution is legal, why are you even having this conversation? Don't make sense. That's what it is. They don't want these goofy dudes to be over there. But you can't stop that if they got the money to go over there. You can't stop that. What do you want to do? Because if you stop a lot of these dudes that y'all consider lame, goofy, and well, shit, you probably gonna cut like the majority of the traveling over there.
Lambda and
All right. So here, so this is how. So this is what it started as. So what's the problem with what he's doing right there? He's saying the women here are nice. I
Puts the women as an object. We have some American friends living in Brazil.
male role, and the women play the traditional female role, that the culture creates submissive women who know how to take care of a man, who are very gentle and feminine. This is what they're saying. And we're going to read the apples because there are people who are sending the cash apps through, and some of the passport bros are in the comments. Right now we have 2,000 people watching on YouTube. We have 100 people watching on Facebook. So there are a lot of people in here. So if you want to get your comment in, if you want me to read it on air, just it's $ Tanya TKO, and I'm going to read the cash apples in a moment. But that's what they're saying. I'm going to show you a video, right? And in this video, there's a woman, so there's a guy. He has, let me see how the best way to get this up on the screen so that everybody can see it. Because I saved the video because I didn't want them to delete it, because they started deleting their videos after yesterday. They started deleting them because you know they're so incendiary. Let's see. Uh, give me 1 second. Here it is. Here it is. Ugh, it's pulling it from my phone. It's not gonna let me play it from the phone. But you know what? I can put it right here up close, right? If you can see that. So she doesn't know this guy, but she's kissing him. She's in the restaurant, right? She's a server in the restaurant. Can you all see that? And so she's just enamored with him. And then so she's rubbing on his bald head. She's kissing it. She's hugging him. She even takes her hair and starts flapping it all around so they could see she has long hair. And she's just so enamored to be near him, right? And so what man wouldn't want to come over for this type of treatment? Tulio, your face. Tulio, your face.
I'm really sad. I will say something.
They couldn't say nothing. Like, wait a second. Okay, so we got a video of the woman serving the man. Don't know why. It's out of context. Like, okay, he's serving her. So you see that? Yeah, dudes will be running. Hey, let me get my passport. I won't be treated like that. So again, I don't see where the problem is. The women are doing it. Shouldn't you be talking to the women about that? Because if the women are doing it and you up there like, see, they exploiting these women. Ooh, wait a second, but the women, that don't look like exploitation to me. Whether he paid or she's choosing to do so, again, you're saying that is a choice. These women have choices. It's like, okay, if you're gonna keep saying that these women have choices, these women have choices, these women have choices, okay, then let it be about the choice. If they're choosing to do that, then your fight is with those women, not with the passport bros. But if you're saying that these women don't have a choice and these dudes are forcing them, okay, well, you're going to have to prove that. You can't even prove that. Not from that video. You can't even prove any of that. you can't prove none of this stuff, but you're trying to say that these men are exploiting these women, they're using these women, but these women are willfully going to do that, which you said that was their choice. That's their choice. So if the women are choosing to do that, I mean, where's the issue?
About this because also I research
If you
about
could just translate real quick to Stephanie. The question is, oh, you understand, Stephanie?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mas-
okay.
Yeah, no, I would answer because this is something that is really important when we discuss about masculinities, like how these guys are reproducing the idea of power focused in a project of masculinity of the white man. And this is something really interesting because when I was used to live in States, I lived in Nashville and then in New York. I remember some conversations about the idea that the black man doesn't want a black woman because the white women are more traditional.
Okay, so, and this is where I said again, it's not the treatment, it's the people who are getting treated. They don't see, why would you compare? If it's wrong on every front, then why are you comparing what the white men do? So now it's not the issue of who's doing it. I mean, it's not the issue of the act itself. It's who's doing it, who they doing it for. So you have a problem with who they doing it for. So a black man could come over here. The women are treating him really good. You have a problem with that because you feel that's a privilege for the white men. The white men deserve that privilege. So, woman bathing, taking care of him, all that. You don't feel that a black man should get that because for what? But the white man should get that because he white. I know that there's a racist element to it. You mad at these dudes because they have an issue with black women. There's some number one. There ain't a lot of black men who are saying it. There's very few. There's a lot more online, but offline, you don't hear no dudes going around talking about that shit. You only hear this online talk. I ain't only had maybe one dude, but he's an inmate. I've been in a space with a bunch of black men, and they bang white women. They get white women like it's nothing. And they don't even talk like, oh yeah, these white women more submissive. They don't talk like that. So that's goofy on his part. So it shows you got a hatred for black men. You need to just come out. It's not what these women are doing, it's who they doing it for. That's where you got the problem is. Especially guys who they consider lame, goofy, and corny. They don't want those men to get that special treatment. AKA these white men. But if it was a corny, goofy white dude, oh, they nothing to see here. We know.
They take care of them. They make the traditional role. They cook. They blah blah. You know, the idea of the women submit.
And what's even more hilarious, they got a white manosphere out there who say these white women are not traditional. You can't make this shit up, man.
Submissive, whatever.
Right.
So they using these arguments is basically the same thing, you know. So what they are transporting, you know, okay, now it's not more the white girls in America, and after yards the Latina girls in America. Now the women in Brazil, in Colombia, in Filipinas, they are doing this for us. But what is the same line that we see here? This discourse, this idea that we are perceiving our sense of ownership, our sense of human, representing or imitating the idea of the project of power of the white man, you know. So this is sad for me, and also it's you know, yeah, because we have a lot of discussions, we have a lot of publications, we have a lot of great people.
Yeah, we love the white man over here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 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 Peppy. Yeah, tell him about how the white man better. They trying to be like white men. They can't be like white men. They can't get this treatment. They ain't white. Good boy. He good. He's a good little puppy. Yeah, look at him. Look, he telling all my talking points. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm like, wait a second, bro. Now, again, you got that from a little TikTok video. Where on God's green earth did you come up with this line of horse shit? Okay, the black man being treated nice, and you think that's a problem. Again, you have an issue with these guys getting that treatment. You're okay with the white man doing it, but the black man, especially the corny ones, oh no, we gotta stop that. We can't have them thinking that these corny black dudes could get this kind of treatment. We can't have that. We can't have that. No, that make our economy look bad. No, we can't have these goofies up here getting this kind of treatment. We got to get them out of here. Yeah, Lord. Much time. I'm trying not to go over 2 hours with this, but it's just like, okay, bro. But again, so you got from a TikTok short that because this man is getting rubbed down, taken care of, oh, he wants the power of a white man. So wait a second. So you think black men don't deserve any of that? Especially these goofy passport bros that you shaming, you don't believe that they deserve that. Okay, I'm starting to see there is a certain group of dudes that these people don't want to succeed. I'm starting sort of agreeing with what some of the dudes in the manosphere say about that, because I do think there is certain men that they don't want to succeed. If they see a black man enjoying himself, being treated nice by women, they have a problem. That's a big problem, and it's not even it's not even it's not even other races of men. It's our own people. They don't think certain black men should be treated nice. If this is what if that TikTok short is got you all butt hurt, there's a problem with you, her, and that white chick over here. Yeah, y'all got a fucking problem here. This you got a fucking problem. Y'all three got problems. Cause you don't want certain black men to get any type of treatment, good treatment or other. That's the problem. And then they talking about the power. Well, all men want power. I hate to break it to you. All men want power. I don't care who you are. That's not a white man thing. That's not a black man. That's not a race thing. That's a men thing. Men want power. Men want power over the environment. If you don't want power over your environment, you just a pussy ass dude. Now, I will agree. There's some black men around here who view control women as power over the environment, and that's not the case. But on the same token, there are men who want power, and they will do what they take to get that type of power so they can have the control over their own environment. By hook or by crook, they'll get that. So if you're a guy who don't want that, there's something wrong with you as a guy. And that's not mean that you want to dominate in the sense of you want to control people, you want to denigrate people. No, you want control of your own environment. And the people that are around you, you want to have some control over them so they don't try to fuck you over. That's what power does. You make sure that you are protected at all costs. And if you don't want that as a man, I guess, hey, you are a fucking idiot. Good luck. You're going to get bent over a whole lot. Not just by women either, but other men going to bend you over. That's why you have to have control over yourself. Control over the penis, control of your mouth, control of your mind. You gotta have control over that. If you don't, you're gonna end up like this dude up here talking, sound like he hating over a bunch of guys getting treated, black men getting treated right. Hating on a black man because he said, hey, these women treat me better, so I'm gonna go over here. Hating on another black man because he's getting service. Don't know if he paid for it or not. You don't know nothing from this TikTok short, and you're like, oh yeah, they want power over the women and they want to control the women and blah 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 blah. Well, okay, but so it's okay when the white man do it, but the black man can't do it. I'm like, okay, all right, if that's how you want to roll, cool. And this is why you are a pet to your wife over here. Y'all don't even say the same. They don't even say the same last name. So I'm trying to figure out that's her husband. I don't think that's her husband. That's a cuck. And yes, I am judging him. I am judging him because this goofy. You're using 2 videos to prove your case that these men are trying to exploit these women and use these women. If these are the videos that you was going to tell the authorities with, they will laugh in your face and tell you to get the fuck out of here. The fuck is this? Oh, this black man is being treated by this Brazilian woman. Oh man, we gotta go. Let's go storm the gates now. Oh, this black man said that Brazilian women treat me better than these other women. Man, let's go get the tiki torches and pitchforks and go run them out of the country. And meanwhile, most of your people come down there for that kind of treatment. So you're going to run off a whole bunch of your customers. Yeah, I'm sure the country of Brazil are going to be really happy with that idea. Yeah, they're going to be real happy with that thought. Yeah. You keep pushing that one. Good idea.
Especially in the States, I made a translation of a book from Bell Hooks, for example. Bell Hooks, a lot of texts about talking about masculinities and the idea that how we should surpass this project, how we should we black men should not be feel represented by the idea that we want the power, the honor, and
Okay, so let me get this straight. When I first heard it, I laughed my ass off. So your idea of masculinity came from a black woman, a radical feminist, Bell Hooks. That's your idea of masculinity. Dude, this dude should go in her closet, go get her clothes, take off his clothes, go in her closet, get her clothes, and come back. Y'all should be matching right now. Because you might as well be her right now. You might as well be her. You might as well be her right now. I'm going to say this again. If you taking your idea of masculinity from a radical feminist, I need this guy to go in her closet, go get her clothes, come back. Matter of fact, it could be matching clothes. Also, put on the lipstick, get a wig like her hair, and sit down. Because you might as well be her. You might as well be her. Why are you here? Because if you're taking your advice of masculinity from a radical feminist, you might as well be her. You might as well be a female right now. Go put on her clothes, come back. Because y'all, you might as well be the same person. What is the fuck? Oh, god damn, man. That man. What are we doing? Yeah, black men all finish. But it is not, and we're finished on so many levels that you can't even comprehend. You got, this is a definition of a black male feminist right here. Look at it. This guy right here is a black male feminist. Nowhere, no man would ever, real men will subscribe to this. All men want power and control. They do. That's innate. That does not mean denigrate women and nothing like that. They want control to a degree. Control over their own environment. That's nothing wrong with that. That's innate. If you have a problem with that as a man, you got a problem. Go get her clothes, come on back. Because you're not a man no more. You might as well be her. You're a feminist now. You might as well, and put on her panties, put on her lipstick, and you might as well go ahead. Just go do that right now. Because this shit is ridiculous. And you got black men. This is why black men ain't gonna get nowhere. Because these dudes would rather be them, would rather be women than actually be men and compete with men and get power and control over their environment. They rather be the women. They rather jump on the side of women and bash other men because they want some kind of power and control. And I just want to be treated better. And they're using their finances to do that. Yes, are there dudes who are exploiting these women? Probably. But guess what, Buttercup? So the men in your own country are doing the same thing. And some of those men are getting those women to do that stuff so they can exploit those men, and meanwhile being exploited themselves. But you're not going to talk about that one. I'm pretty sure Tanya went over this, but I'm not going to go that far because I got 10 more minutes. I'm not going to go too deep because that's too long for me anyway. I might do a part 2. But just the thought that you are taking your cues of masculinity from a feminist, you might as well just not be a man no more. You're a female now. Just go put on the dress and the panties and put on her that thing that she got on, and or go wear what Tanya is wearing. You might as well be that. You are nothing more than a black male feminist. And these dudes are worse than the passport bros. Jeez. Let's play some more of this.
When I see something like this, passport bros, this type of the publications, this type of posts, this type of arguments, oh, the woman in Brazil, they some things,
Okay.
the way,
So let me ask
you know?
you. So let me ask you this question: is that illegal? Is it illegal for them to say, "Wow, you know, the women here are so nice. Come over and meet all these nice women." Is that illegal? Because you got the authorities involved, correct? For promotion of sex tourism. So is it?
No, Bra-
Oh, go ahead.
no Brasil não turismo sexual não é ilegal,
Uhum.
tipo, não é considerado crime. O que a gente entende que é crime é assédio, exposição da imagem da pessoa de uma forma que corrompa a moral dela. E a gente também entende que a promoção à prostituição é crime. Então, se prostituir no Brasil não é crime, mas você dizer que esta mulher está aqui e ela é uma prostituta, vem aqui pegar essa mulher, isso é crime. Porque o ato de você promover a prostituição no Brasil é crime. Porque, no fundo, a gente está dizendo que é cafetinagem.
Yeah. The thing is, in Brazil, to be a prostitute is not a crime, but to be a pimp is. To promote prostitution, and the thing is, behind the sex tourism, there is this promotion of prostitution. So
Again, where in any these 2 videos, that video and that short promoted sex tourism. I can't see where the reach. If this is what you're showing these authorities and saying they're promoting prostitution, they're gonna be laughing at your face. I'm laughing right now. I'm like, what the fuck? This? Let me look at this. Dude said that the women are better over here than over there. They treat me better. Oh, this woman is combing his hair, but wiping down, all kind of treating him like you would do in a fucking relationship. Oh my God, let's go get him. What the fuck wrong with these people? They're retarded. Oh my God, man. Damn. Like, damn. I'm starting to think, I don't think he get this treatment at home. If that's his wife, I bet you he's not getting that type of treatment. He's probably pissed. I can't get nearly none of this stuff. Okay, I'm not even gonna show this man relationship. I don't know their relationship. If they even married. They say they husband and wife. I really hope not, but holy shit. This is sad. This is sad. Oh my God, man. I can't. This is
So the thing, it's not illegal to say, oh, come here, because it's not this, but it's how this is connected with the promotion of sex tourism and the prostitution and the
Vai depender.
abuse.
Foi como eu disse, a gente fez realmente uma denúncia, a gente levou para uma promotora. Quer dizer que eu sou
as we have a saying here in Brazil that it's as old as walking ahead. É tão velho quanto andar para frente.
Let me go back the other way. And you see there's a bed behind him. So he has now found himself a cute girl. And one of the things that you said about how they used to say that white women were so submissive. We have under a minute. You all have to click to come back in, okay? So what are your thoughts on this? So he's showing the guys that, so now he's organizing to figure out a way to get more men to come over, figuring out ways to get men to come and meet these cute.
Yeah, so because wow, I'm organizing for men to come meet beautiful women that they can get. No, you don't have to have game. You don't have to be this 6-figure dude. You don't have to be swagged out. You can just be yourself and come over and you get a beautiful woman like this. You can get a beautiful woman like this and just be yourself. Man, what a man, what a sales pitch. Wow. Sure like prostitution to me. Wow. Man, I can be myself and I can get a beautiful woman. Wow. Well, I can't promote this. That's prostitution. Where the fuck this woman got her degree from? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'll be myself. Come over. I can be myself and get a beautiful hot chick. Oh no! That's promoting prostitution. Oh, please, no! Dudes being themselves and just come over. Oh no! What will we ever do? Oh man. Man. And this is what they're saying that if this is what you're saying is promoting prostitution, whew, man, I don't know what. Oh Lord, I don't want to see the other videos. Oh my God, man, sure promoting these hoes. So what you're saying is that these lame dudes can go get these beautiful women. Man, no, we can't have that out there. No, I don't want to be associated with these women. They're getting these lame niggas around. No, we can't have them thinking that these lame-os can get these women. Oh yeah, that no, we can't have that. No, we gotta stop that. No, we can't have them thinking that these lame dudes can get these women. No, no. Oh no, we can't have that, man. But anyway, it's about 2 hours in. I'm gonna cut this short. I may revisit this. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about Andrew Tate documentary, and we're gonna talk about the Michael Jackson documentary, Leaving Neverland, and how those documentaries really tainted the image and kind of exposed these guys for expose these guys for the worst, you know. So I wanted to take the time to compare all that and really dig into that. And so that's going to be tomorrow. I might review more of this. I'm gonna keep this recorded. I'm gonna record. Hopefully, she won't take this down, but I'm definitely gonna record it before that happens. And I just from this, just listening to part of this, it just goes to show that I do believe there is something to what some of these black men saying, that there are a certain group of black men that they don't want to be able to get these type of women, because it looks bad on those women, looks bad on those men, but fortunately, you don't see no Brazilian men except for this dude. But this ain't no man over here. I'm put this out. This ain't no man here. This is a black male feminist. You might as well be wearing her clothes, you know. So, so these women over here don't want black men to come over there and take their women. They don't want these lame dudes over here, these goofies. They don't want them exploring. They don't mind for the goofy white dude to come over here, but these goofy black dudes, nah, we can't have that. We got to get them up out the country. So, and again, but these passport bros talking about how these women are better. The feminism don't exist. Well, clearly they do. Clearly, then they're the same as the American women over there. Is that women are women. If they F with you, they F with you. If they don't, they don't. And the other thing is, what you might consider corny, goofy, lame to another woman is not. And let me take this off the screen. The end of the show is going to be like this, and I will say this to any black men. What some people here might consider goofy, corny, another woman might not. So that's why I'm like, I think these people, I think there is a thing against certain black men. I believe that there is certain thing against certain black men from being in those countries. Some of it justified, some is not. Now, if you're going by that video, this picture, and that TikTok short, these three goofballs look out of mind. At least Tanya, out of all of them, some sense. She's like, okay, this don't seem like you have really no case to be speaking on. You know, she's not really on their side. If anything, she's making them like, but wait a sec, this don't make sense. If you're saying that these guys are doing this and this, but these are the pictures that we're seeing that's not like that, then what are you complaining about? What do you really, is it the action or is it those guys? Because it's starting to seem like it's those guys. It may be black men in general, or it could be a certain type of black men. The ones that they consider lame, corny, and goofy. Something to think about. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. It's over 2 hours. I don't want to go too long. I might revisit it. I'm gonna record it, and then probably the next, not tomorrow, but definitely Friday, we'll go over the rest of this video, and we'll go over and review it then. And I'm gonna keep laughing at this. I think this, just from that half, it's fucking hilarious. They have not proven a point. If anything, there is a movement to get these guys out of here, and it has nothing to do with them exploiting women. It's just they don't want the image of these goofy, lame dudes getting with these women. That's just what it is. But anyway, thank you, Conscious Moa, for coming through. Thank you for the 2 people that watch. Thank you for if you're watching the replay. And I'm gonna end it with this: Black men, there's nothing wrong if you want to go to another country and you feel that they treat you better. There is nothing wrong with going to do that. Go over there, live over there, but understand that don't be delusional. Learn the culture over there. Learn the women over there. Learn the language. Know your surroundings. Don't live in fancy land, but don't live in fear either. Don't let these people, oh, they're going to treat you like this. They're going to do stuff to you. Yes, bad things happen anywhere. You could get drugged in America. You could get killed in America. Same over there. Is how you interact with the environment. And if you keep your wits about you, you'll be fine. Don't go over there running from Black women and American women. Go over there because you want to experience a new way of life. If you're doing it, you'll be fine. That's it. All this other talk, oh, you're gonna ruin the community, blah blah. Y'all gonna be pumping and dumping. Listen, that's the dudes who are gonna do that. But guess what? There are dudes in all these other races going over there doing the same shit. Their own men are pumping and dumping them. It is what it is. Now, don't be going over there and doing dumb shit. Don't be going there and leaving babies over there. Because again, that's your legacy. You leaving. If you find a woman you click with and that's what you want to do, great. Save yourself, Black women. We can't wait till y'all leave. Sugar Bomb, come on now. You love Black men. Come on, stop it. We can't wait till y'all leave. well, Sugar Bomb, help them. Donate to them. Austin had a GoFundMe to help him. You need to go donate. Get them out. Get them up out of here. Save yourself, Black women. Go donate. Donate. Help them. But anyway, thank you, Shikapon, for your contribution. But anyway, yeah, if y'all gonna go over there, If that's what you want to do, just don't be delusional. Don't be running from these chicks. They ain't worth. So basically, y'all broke and can't go. Who y'all? They ain't me. I ain't trying to leave. Are you telling me they broke? Well, shit. Some of them are. Shit. But hey, you want to contribute to the cause? Go donate. Help them to get them up out of here. They broke. Yeah, they broke. Yeah, that shit. Some of them broke. Yeah, they broke. Let them go. Help them. Come on, Sugar Bomb. Come on. Help the cause, man. Help the cause. I'm not, but hey, I ain't trying to. You tell me they broke. Yeah, they broke. They broke. But anyway. Thank you, Sugar Bomb, for coming through. Thank you, Conscious Moron, for coming through. Okay, why they don't go in silence? Because they bitter. Don't nobody want sugar? The and show funny. It's not to show funny though. Like why they don't go with silence? Because they mad at black women and they want to show, hey, look, we leaving. That's just like how these divestitures be. Leave, go, just like go, leave. No problem. Go, leave. No problems. We leaving. Okay. I don't know when we coming back. All right. Okay. Like I said, like shit. Leave. Okay. When you leaving, you still haven't left yet. Come on. Just don't come back. But anyway, man, thank y'all for coming through. And again, black man, be powerful or be powerless. The choice is yours. And y'all have a good one. And sugar bomb, sugar bomb, and they go to poor places. I want to go to Paris, Milan, Dubai, or something. Well, sugar bomb, if you want that, you got to get with the man who's willing to take you. Although I would advise don't go to Dubai because uh, there's some interesting things happening in Dubai. I don't think you want to go over there. But Paris, Milan, yeah, okay. Find the guy who want to do that for you, sugar. Find somebody who's gonna do that. Yeah. Let me get out of here. Y'all gonna have me over here dying over here. So I'm out. Peace. Till next time.